Hi, everybody. Chicks and Salsa here from ACC Kickoff 2024 again. Wrapping both Chicks and Salsa, the Three Chicks in a Pod podcast, as well, of course, New Stitch Media. And I am here with a young man that has been at almost every ACC event that I've been at so far. And this is Adam Lemerise. I messed up your last name. I'm sorry.
It's Lemerise.
Lemerise. I keep trying to make him in charge.
It's all good, Jen.
And Adam is like a sports aficionado. If you have a question about any sports, he's a good guy to go to. He will say that he's autistic, but he's got that sports brain like my buddy Will.
Yes.
And Adam, how'd you get so into sports? What drives your passion?
Well, it's called, when I was growing up in New Hampshire, I always watched ESPN Sports Center with Chris Berman and Stuart Scott, and, watching sports all my life, whether it be football or basketball or baseball. And it's like, over the years, I had my friends tell me how to work at ESPN. Well, that never really happened. But I do work with a great friend in Chris Heidel for Herbert Imports Radio. So you can sort of say I'm living a dream.
I love that. Now, Adam, what is your favorite sports to watch?
Well, let's see here. You've got college football. I'm a huge fan of Florida State. College basketball, North Carolina Tar Heels. Major League Baseball, the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. The NFL, I'm a huge fan of the Buffalo Bills since I like Josh Allen, and also former Florida State wide receiver Keon Coleman get on the team, as a rookie this year. The NBA, I got to stick with the Boston Celtics. And the NHL, huge fan of the Carolina Hurricanes and the Boston Bruins.
Awesome, love it. Now, what about your women's sports? Because I've been giving you a hard time this week about that.
Yes, you have.
But who's your favorite women's college basketball team?
It's hard because I'm a fan of but if I had to choose, I'd probably have to say the UConn Huskies, since I always liked Gino Auriemma. Always incredible history up there in store. So I got to say the UConn Huskies. And my favorite women's college softball team is the Oklahoma Sooners, 4-time defending national champs. Incredible head coach, Patty Gasso. So I always enjoy watching the Women's College World Series every year. So I got to say the Oklahoma Sooners.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Now, I know you've been to 2 ACC kickoffs.
Yes.
ACC tip-off last year.
I was there. I was at the ACC football championship game last year.
Yes, that's where we actually met because I had a coughing fit beside you.
Yes, you did, Jen.
That was embarrassing.
No, you wasn't.
But you and Chris made me feel better, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, what so far at ACC kickoff? What team have you been most impressed by? And conversely, has there been a head coach you've been most impressed by and a player?
Well, I think we'll start with the head coach, and obviously I gotta say Mike Norvell from Florida State. We all know what happened last year after the injury to Jordan Travis and in the college football playoff. He comes in, it's like that was last year. This is this year, and yeah, so it's like I was really impressed with Florida State head coach Mike Norvell. For a player, I gotta say quarterback Cam Ward from Miami. He comes in here really hyped up after the year at Washington State last year, and everyone's looking at him. He could be a contender for the Heisman Trophy. He's got a huge target on his back, so I was impressed with Cam Ward from Miami.
Okay. Yeah, both camps were so inspirational. I loved, we both met Mr. and Mrs. Moore.
Yes, we did.
Cam Moore's parents.
Yes.
And I loved how both of them spoke. They both let up about family. I don't know. It's just been so impressive. I'm like you. I'm hard pressed to find a player that has impressed me the most. I will say Alec from Stanford yesterday.
Yes.
His vocabulary really impressed me because he actually used the word onus incorrectly. So I was a big fan of his.
Yes.
Oh, what are you looking forward to the most this coming season with ACC?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing is how can Florida State's got a huge target on their back this year. Can they repeat from last year? And also 3 new teams in league this year, Cal, Stanford, and SMU. How will they stack up against the likes of Florida State and North Carolina and Miami, among others? This should be a quite interesting year in the ACC.
Yes. I am looking forward to it. And I don't know about you, but I've said this a couple of times, and several players have said this too. Like, we're all kind of sick of ACC not getting any credit for football.
Thank you.
Because, yeah, we're more known for our basketball
and baseball,
but
and softball.
At the end of the day, we have solid football programs.
You do. Sure do.
All right, everybody, I am going to be on Chris and Adam's show, not this coming Monday, but the next Monday.
Yes.
And Adam, tell everybody where they can find you at.
They can find us online at Herb FM Sports Radio on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So catch Sports Talk, Chris Huddell, and myself this coming Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to move our show to Labor Day Monday, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern to 8:30 p.m. Eastern, so we don't conflict with Monday Night Football.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jen. And I will say, Jen is one cool gal.
And I will say the same about you, Adam.
Thanks, Brittany. Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
It's called, you can send me